In John 17:20-23, we see something incredible. This is part of Jesus' prayer before his arrest. And in that prayer, he prays not only for his disciples, but for all believers who would come after them. And that includes us. And what does he actually pray for? Well, he prays that we would all be one. Jesus says actually in verse 22 that they may all be one, just as you, Father, and in me and I in you, so that the world may believe that you sent me. So think about it. Jesus connects our unity with the world believing the gospel, his gospel. And our unity as believers is meant to reflect the relationship between the Father and the Son. Now, we also see in Ephesians 4, verses 1-6, that Paul encourages the church to walk in a manner worthy of the calling. But how do we do that? Well, Paul says it involves four main things: humility, gentleness, patience, and bearing with one another in love. Unity doesn't nor cannot happen automatically. It takes humility. It takes patience. It takes grace for one another, regardless of where we come from. Paul then reminds us why unity matters. He says simply that there is one body, one Spirit, one hope, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, and one God and Father above us all. In other words, what unites us in Christ is far greater than anything that could ever divide us. As Christ followers, we will have different personalities. We will have different backgrounds. We will have different opinions and preferences. But no matter what appears to be different from a worldly perspective, our identity in Christ will always be the exact same because we have the same spiritual DNA. And when we live in unity, when we show that love and when we show patience and humility towards each other, it becomes a powerful testimony to the world about who Jesus is, because unity shows Christ in every aspect of our walk. So today, let's ask ourselves, am I contributing to unity or am I contributing to division? And let's remember Jesus' prayer that we would be one. Because whenever the followers of Christ are united, even though they may not always agree, we can still bear with one another in love. And that right there reflects the heart of Christ.